Hey everybody, just a quick web exclusive to cover is that an expression? Increasing number of updates, uh, other updates, there's more things have been added, there are yet more other things added to I'm gonna get my words here any second now. Updates on the corporate censorship raid on dissenting voices that is happening as we speak, that continues as we speak. As I said in the last web exclusive, it was mainly about how Alex Jones is getting pulled down from all his platforms and how you shouldn't celebrate because despite the fact that he is a giant bloviating idiot, it would then be used against other dissenting voices, other voices that are outside the mainstream. And sure enough, we are seeing that. I mean, we saw plenty before this latest Alex Jones brouhaha, but it is increasing in intensity, and the efforts that are being made are amping up. It's all amping up. You can see it. And it's basically against anybody who is outside, it doesn't fit into the pro-corporate, pro-war paradigm. And if you're a journalist, a reporter, a citizen journalist, a podcaster, if you write little notes and tie them to pigeon legs and then send them off into the wild, hoping someone will read them, and your views don't fit into the pro-corporate, pro-war mindset, that paradigm, that couching of issues, then you are likely being suppressed right now. You are likely now being crushed, being pushed down in a variety of ways. Your pigeons are being shot out of the sky or whatever the fuck they do. But and I'm going to go through a few examples real quick about how we're seeing an amping up of this crushing of dissent on the big social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, even search engines such as Google. But for example, Telesur English's Facebook page was taken down for, I believe it was a few days, and, they're basically given no reason, or the reason Facebook is giving is, oh, you had, violent imagery or whatever the fuck, but it doesn't there's actually no reason to pull it down other than the fact that it is giving the viewpoint that is not allowed, whether it's on Venezuela or Nicaragua or wherever, whatever story it is that it doesn't fit with the U.S. militaristic, propagandistic talking points that are being put out by the main channel to mass media, the New York Times and the CNNs and the Fox News and the MSNBCs and the fidgety fuckfaces, that whether that stuff is, if you don't fit into that paradigm, then you're getting suppressed as we speak. Another example is Occupy London's Facebook page was removed for a matter of time. And, given no reason. There's no reason to yank down these pages other than that they are dissenting voices. Caitlin Johnstone was banned from Twitter for a bit this past week. The Occupy London page has 150,000 followers. And it's brought down. Now it's back up, I believe, for last I checked. But it's back up, but they're not showing the post to anybody, basically. The last post I looked at on Occupy London's page, keep in mind, 150,000 followers, 150,000 people that have clicked yes. I would love to find out what Occupy London is saying about the world we live in. The last post I checked had one share. One share. And if you have 150,000 followers, the only way you should have one share on a post is if it's like a 15-second video of you farting into a microphone. You could say the most insane shit and get more than one share if you have 150,000 followers. So what does that mean? Well, it means Facebook has reinstated their page, but just isn't showing their posts to anybody, which is the better way for Facebook to crush dissent. If you'd like a little advice, Facebook, don't take down pages, just don't show the post to anybody. This has been happening to my page. My page is Lee Camp Comedian on Facebook. Not that I'm not saying that to promote it. It doesn't fucking matter if you follow it or not, because they're not really showing it to people. You know, I'll get a few hundred shares on something, but that page used to regularly get thousands of shares on every single post, and it has 335,000 followers, but it's had that number for the past 2 years because Facebook won't let it get any bigger. So this is ongoing suppression. A lot of it is amped up recently. There are many examples. The latest one of the latest things is that Facebook wants to collect our location if we have big or popular pages. I know that they've done this to Peter Joseph, the creator of the Zeitgeist movement, his massive page. They now say that in order for him to post, he has to download the Facebook app, allow location services so Facebook can track him on his daily movements, and then he'll be allowed to continue posting. Same thing, they're requesting the same thing of, I know, Eleanor Goldfield, who hosts the show Act Out, and I imagine it is all, or at least they claim it is all, pages with big followings, but I'm sure they're far more interested in the pages with big followings, who are the dissenting voices, the outside the mainstream media viewpoints of our society. That's the ones they want to know. And let me tell you, I don't really have an interest in Facebook following me around all day, knowing when I'm in the fucking crapper or not. Hey, Facebook, can you make sure I'm in a location that is acceptable to you? That I'm standing in a place that's okay for you to monitor my location services so I can tell you. It's like, how fucked is that? Facebook should not have any need to know your location at every moment. For me and for many other pages, they recently, a couple of months ago, said that we had to give them our social security number, then have a letter mailed to our house, like snail mailed to our house, and we had to respond to that in order for them to prove that we were living in an area that is acceptable for Facebook. Now, a lot of people, as I mentioned before, say, oh, well, fuck Facebook. Well, yes, but we have to stand up against this shit because it will be any social media platform. It is happening on many other platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google. Google recently, it was revealed, it was leaked, that they are working with China to create a censored version of their search engine. Now, they notoriously pulled out of China because they would not agree to make a censored version of their search engine. Now, they've kind of had another idea about that. All of a sudden, it seems okay. And of course, this seems outlandish. It seems like breaking news, but Google has been suppressing U.S. content for years now, right? More aggressively doing it over the past year. Any alternative outside the corporate mindset, outside the anti-war sites, have been suppressed by Google for many months now, and I've covered that on Redacted tonight. So this is ongoing. It's time to fight back. It's time to stand up. This is what we're doing by putting out an alternative understanding of reality, the not pro-corporate, the not pro-unfettered capitalism, the not pro-war statements and mindset and viewpoints and facts. By putting those out there, it is an existential threat to the ruling elite, the corporate state. It is an existential threat to them to have people understanding this knowledge and realizing they can stand against war, they can stand against profit over people, they can stand against war for wealth over the welfare of human beings. It is an existential threat to them. And so now is the time to fucking spread this info more than ever, to create new pages, new social media, fucking get out there and do it and build it up, because it's now or never. They will do everything they need to succeed in crushing this knowledge. They're trying to shut down a cultural awakening that started with, in a lot of ways, started with Occupy and has now rippled through the Bernie Sanders movement and rippled through Black Lives Matter and Standing Rock and so many others. I'm not trying to put down any movement by not including it in this list, but it continues to ripple. The BDS movement's another one. It continues to alter our world and to change. It is a cultural awakening that continues to, the waves are getting bigger, and it is fucking terrifying to our corporate state, to our ruling elite that thought they had this on lockdown. So they want to stop it, and they won't stop at much to do that, to crush this. I mean, you know, it used to be that this video right here, I could post this on my Facebook page and get thousands of shares and post it on my Twitter and my whatever else. And it's not like that anymore. And they're going to keep crushing that down, keep minimizing it, keep pulling pages off of their platforms. So now is the time to fight. And you know what else? Fight back by creating these other social platforms, by sharing this knowledge, by talking to people. But fucking have fun doing it. What choice do we have? Enjoy it. And keep fighting.